Look around you. You are constantly surrounded by flashing screens, endless notifications, and the relentless noise of the modern world. Your mind is scattered across a dozen different browser tabs, text messages, and meaningless social media feeds. You believe that this is simply the nature of modern life, but in reality, you are bleeding out. Your most valuable asset, your attention, is being siphoned away by algorithmic predators. You are physically present, but mentally, you are completely absent. In the ancient world of the samurai, this level of chronic distraction was not just a bad habit, it was a guaranteed death sentence. If you cannot control where your mind goes, you cannot control your destiny. You become nothing more than a puppet for modern corporations. Today, we will explore the lethal philosophy of the ancient Japanese warriors, and why reclaiming your razor-sharp focus is the only way to survive the modern battlefield. Step into the brutal reality of feudal Japan. For a samurai warrior, combat was not a sport, it was a terrifying dance on the edge of the abyss. When two master swordsmen faced each other, the duel was often decided in a fraction of a single second. There was no time to second-guess, no time to worry about the past, and absolutely no time to calculate the future. If a warrior allowed his mind to wander for even a millisecond, if he thought about his family, his glory, or his fear of death, his opponent's blade would immediately sever his throat. Distraction was paid for with blood. Today, you do not face literal swords, but the penalty for a highly distracted life is equally tragic, a life of mediocrity, completely wasted potential, and profound, agonizing regret on your deathbed. The Japanese martial arts possess a profound concept known as Zanshin, which translates to the remaining mind, or uninterrupted awareness. It is a state of total vigilance, completely relaxed yet absolutely focused on the present moment. Even after a swordsman had struck down his opponent, he did not celebrate, he did not lower his weapon, and he did not look away. His mind remained razor-sharp and fully engaged. In contrast, modern man constantly abandons Zanshin. You try to work while watching a video. You eat your dinner while endlessly texting. You are constantly agitated, desperately seeking the next hit of stimulation. This severe lack of Zanshin makes you sloppy. It generates stupid mistakes, destroys your efficiency, and permanently strips you of the ability to deeply understand anything you do. Here is the uncomfortable, brutal truth: you are not merely accidentally distracted. You are physically addicted to distraction. The moment you step into a quiet room or wait in a line, you immediately pull out your glowing phone. Why? Because pure silence is terrifying to you. Silence forces you to listen to your own thoughts, to confront your failures, your abandoned dreams, and the bitter truths about your current life trajectory. The smartphone is simply a digital anesthetic. You scroll mindlessly to escape the terrifying reality of yourself. A true samurai spent countless hours meditating in absolute, deafening silence, actively confronting the demons inside his own mind. He did this so that when he finally stepped onto a chaotic battlefield, no external noise could ever induce panic or break his unbreakable focus. Society has completely brainwashed you into believing that multitasking is a highly desirable, productive skill. That is a toxic, destructive lie. The human brain is biologically incapable of processing two complex cognitive tasks simultaneously. When you arrogantly believe you are multitasking, you are actually just frantically switching your attention back and forth. With every single switch, you leave behind an attention residue, rapidly draining your brain's energy reserves and temporarily lowering your IQ. A master samurai never draws his sword to blindly swing at 5 enemies simultaneously. He tactically positions himself to face and strike down exactly one enemy at a time. Executing a single task with the chilling focus of an assassin will always entirely crush doing 5 tasks with the scattered focus of a sleepwalker. Your focus is exactly like a finely forged katana. If you recklessly use it to hack at rocks, scrap metal, and garbage, the delicate edge of the blade will quickly become chipped, ruined, and dull. Every single time you give your precious attention to celebrity gossip, petty internet arguments, or toxic news cycles that do not affect you, you are violently smashing your mental sword against a boulder. By the time you actually need to use it to slice through a massive obstacle, like mastering a profitable new skill or building an empire, your blade is far too dull to make any meaningful impact. You must guard your attention as fiercely as you guard your biological life. Only draw your blade for targets that are truly worthy of your strike. Your enemies today do not wear iron armor or carry sharpened spears. They are multi-billion-dollar tech engineers sitting in Silicon Valley. Their one and only job is to design highly weaponized, psychologically manipulative algorithms engineered to completely shatter your Zanshin. They know exactly what colors, what notification sounds, and what outrage-inducing headlines will trigger an artificial dopamine rush in your primitive brain. When you mindlessly scroll on your phone for 3 hours, you are not relaxing or unwinding. You have just suffered a humiliating defeat in a psychological war. You have surrendered your literal life energy to massive corporations. A true warrior immediately recognizes this invisible trap and outright refuses to step into an arena where the enemy has rigged the game in their favor. Miyamoto Musashi, widely considered the greatest and most lethal swordsman in Japanese history, did not practice 10,000 different martial arts. He practiced a single, perfect sword strike 10,000 times. True greatness is never born from scattered, chaotic efforts. It is exclusively born from a singular, terrifying obsession. Weak men want to start a business, learn the piano, get ripped at the gym, and master video games all at the exact same time, ultimately failing and becoming terrible at everything. The strong man selects exactly one target. He ruthlessly rejects all entertainment, ignores all temptations, and pours his entire life force into that one objective until it pierces through every defense. The ability to coldly say no to distraction is the ultimate manifestation of personal power. So, how do you begin to reforge your own samurai mind? You must start by being absolutely ruthless with your physical environment. Turn off every single non-essential notification on your devices. Throw your phone into an entirely different room when you sit down to work. You must actively embrace boredom. The next time you are forced to wait in a line, do not instinctively reach for your pocket. Stand there, remain completely silent, and simply observe the physical world around you. Force your brain to painfully detox from cheap, artificial dopamine. This process will be incredibly uncomfortable. You will feel anxious and agitated. But that is the unavoidable price you must pay to sharpen a completely ruined blade. You are forcefully taking the reins back from the Matrix. A man who physically cannot be distracted is a weapon of mass destruction in the modern world. While the weak masses are mindlessly scrolling, he is aggressively building his empire. While other men are wasting emotional energy arguing over meaningless politics, he is quietly sharpening his high-income skills in the dark. He walks through life in a constant state of Zanshin, silent, peaceful, but incredibly dangerous. This modern world is explicitly designed to steal your limited time and mold you into a completely average, compliant failure. But you have a brutal choice to make right now. You can remain the helpless prey of modern noise, or you can become a ruthless samurai of silence. Draw your blade, and violently cut away everything that does not serve your ultimate greatness.